The University of Naples has been teaching Mandarin since 1732. Chinese classes have not been that popular, but in the past few years, attendance has grown.
I started to learn Chinese in 1971. Back then, there were very few students. There were less than 20 students at the beginning. After more than 40 years, you can see that there are a lot of students now. Probably 400 to 500 students start to learn Chinese every year.
Those language skills could prove useful as Italy and China grow closer. Chinese President Xi Jinping is in Rome, visiting his Italian counterpart, Prime Minister Giuseppe Conte. The two have signed a preliminary agreement to bring Italy into China's Belt and Road Initiative. Italy is also planning to increase exports to China by $8 billion to a total of $22 billion. And the two countries are working on closing 30 deals covering trade, culture, and economic relations.
We believe that signing cooperation documents will serve our common interests. China will join hands with Italy to pragmatically promote cooperation and create a win-win situation.
But there's a rub. The EU and the US are concerned about Italy's closer ties with China. They say it could give Beijing too much influence in the region. But the Italian Prime Minister defended the Belt and Road deal.
The Memorandum of Understanding on the Belt and Road is purely economic and commercial. It does not remotely put into doubt our Euro-Atlantic alliance. Its content was negotiated for many months with Beijing.
Italy says it needs the cheap credit China can offer to rebuild its crumbling infrastructure and spur the economy. The country slipped into recession in the second half of last year. Unemployment is the third highest in Europe at 10%, and it's the bloc's most indebted country. So as Rome looks to Beijing for its needs, it's also trying to convince its allies it can be a master of its own fate. Paolo Montecillo, TRT World.
And for more on this, Francesco Sisci joins me now from Rome. He is an Italian-China analyst. Thank you very much for speaking to us.
Thank you.
So what does Italy get out of this plan to endorse China's Belt and Road Initiative? What's in it for Italy?
Well, in theory, the deal is very convenient for Italy. Italy becomes the end hub of the Silk Road. Initially, the Silk Road started from Italy, and in a way, Italy can become the bridge of Asia, of China, to Europe and to the United States. So, in theory, this could be a very good deal for everybody, for Italy, for China, for Europe, and also for America.
Is there perhaps a more a business monetary reason for Italy's endorsement?
Well, in theory, yes, but the monetary reason is actually quite technical because Italy doesn't have its own currency. We are part of the euro, and all our monetary policies have to be agreed with the rest of Europe, with the European Central Bank. And although some fidgeting can happen, we still have to coordinate it with the rest of the European partner.
So what are the implications for Italy's relationship with the US and the rest of Europe if it goes ahead with this deal?
Well, this is the problem. In theory, Italy should have talked about this deal and negotiated with the European partners and with the United States, which is the NATO leading member, and we are partners of NATO. Unfortunately, apparently at least, this negotiation didn't take place or didn't take place well enough. There was no agreement on that. And now Europe, the rest of the European partners and the United States are blaming Italy and saying Italy is like the Chinese Trojan horse, China's Trojan horse into Europe and into NATO. These are dangerous and risky allegations that Italy should address quite soon, I'm afraid, also because its value of being a bridge is in having good relationship with the rest of Europe and with America. Otherwise, also having good relationship with China doesn't bring enough value to the country.
And what are the implications for Huawei's plans to be involved in 5G in Europe? Does this change anything?
I think the 5G project has been set aside for at the moment. The 5G issue is extremely delicate. There are security implications. Again, for Italy being a NATO member, we have to negotiate with our allies what would this mean for Italy to be part of Huawei 5G project. And at least as far as I can tell, at the moment.
OK, Francesco, we are losing you somewhat, but hopefully you can hear me to ask, how will China view this endorsement? We've talked about Italy, but how will China view it?
I think for China is a great opportunity, and of course is a historical moment because eventually the Silk Road leads to Italy, where it all started centuries ago. However, I think it's also important for China that Italy keeps its good relationship with the rest of European countries and with the United States. Otherwise, Italy could become just an island in the middle of the Mediterranean, and this is not good for Italy and not good for anybody, I'm afraid.